guys, so today I'm going to be reacting to Zack the Films for the first time. And apparently, he made a video about my brother's steak. So we're going to be watching that at the end. But yeah, guys, I have somehow never watched this guy on a stream before. So today is going to be my very first time ever watching his videos. Yeah, let's go. Hopefully we can learn something new. I'm very excited. Okay, we should probably start with his most popular short. What the frick is an island of toenail clippings? Ew!
If everyone on Earth clipped their toenails and threw them into the ocean, you might think they'd float.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, that is disgusting! Oh, we're in for a long ride today. What the actual Ew!
Blanket a huge area. But
ew, that is so gross! Oh my gosh, that looks like a haircut. That looks like an old guy is getting a haircut.
Toenails don't actually float. So
oh my gosh, I don't care, Zack! What the fuck?
Would pile up at the bottom of the ocean. As over 82 billion clippings rain down, it would choke fish and smother the seafloor until a massive pile broke through the surface. And after this global clipping, you would have a walkable toenail island, 10 times bigger than Central Park.
Oh my gosh, that is freaking disgusting. Hey, I mean, not gonna lie, that's actually kind of interesting. Oh my gosh, what? Wait, guys, what one do we even watch? Okay, let's go back to popular. Wait, which one, bro? I don't even know. Let's just go through all of them, bro. Okay, how stitches work.
When you get stitches, a doctor threads a needle through your wound and pulls it tight to close the skin.
That looks so painful. Oh my gosh, that looks so painful.
As the stitches hold the edges together, the wound becomes inflamed.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
As new cells begin to repair the tissue. Afterwards, connective tissues and collagens start to create skin. Then, blood vessels form to nourish these.
Zack! I don't care! I don't care, Zack! Why is it the most popular one?
Developing tissues, filling in the area.
Ew,
and over a few weeks, the wound will have healed together and the stitches are removed.
That is disgusting. Okay, you guys are telling me to watch the fiction ones because apparently they're peak. So, there's this playlist with 17 videos we're gonna watch.
She found an AirTag in her purse and began to freak out. Her mind started racing about who could have slipped it in and why they were
Wait, so are these fake stories? Wait, what?
Tracking her. In a panic, she called Alex.
Who the frick is Alex? What?
One of her closest friends. He arrived minutes later and assured
Hey, yo, why is he so buff?
Her everything was fine. Quickly.
What? What, bro? Okay, that's
doing the Zack D Films method.
Yeah, bro. Okay, sorry, that sounded really sus. I didn't mean it. Wait, what's the best Zack D Films video? What's the best one you'd say?
Probably the one where everybody poops. Look up Zack D Films poop.
Is that a real video? Zack D Films poop?
Poop.
There's no way that's. Oh my gosh. Massive poop nearly killed her.
A football-sized mass of poop was removed from a woman's large intestine. She had gone 45 days without a single bowel movement. Her life was in
Okay, this is actually disgusting.
Danger because the huge poop was putting immense pressure
I am not watching this
on her organs.
Okay, I want to watch the other poop one. Is there another poop one? Okay, what is constipation? Okay, I'm actually very curious about this, guys.
Your poop normally travels smoothly all the way through your colon.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Constipated, your intestines absorb too much water from your poop. This makes it dry and hard.
Ew! What the f? Oh my gosh, I'm disliking the video. I am not subscribing to Zack D Films. What the actual f? Holy sh! Literally. Oh my gosh.
Causing it to move very slowly through your colon. Eventually, the slow-moving poop impacts with more poop, causing a blockage. And this can lead
Hold on, I'll be back. Hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom.
to a large, hard mass that completely stops the colon from moving your poop. Your poop
Okay, guys, let's go back to the fiction stories about the hidden AirTag. Okay, let's see. What does Alex have to say about the hidden AirTag?
Taking the device off her hands. He Googled how to destroy it and learned a hammer was the best option. They both went out on the porch and he crushed the AirTag, which put her mind at ease for now. He woke up.
Oh, jeez! Wait, what the Hold up. Okay, so you're telling me Alex was the one who made the AirTag originally? Yo! Okay, hold up, we're watching part 2. I'm actually invested in this now.
He smashed the AirTag, and she felt relieved for a moment. But the worry lingered. Someone had slipped it in her purse.
It was Alex!
Someone
it was Alex!
was watching.
It was Alex.
Alex offered for her to spend the night at his place, and she...
Yo, that is not gonna end well.
He agreed. She didn't want to be alone.
Okay, why is he standing like that? Why is he caked up? Okay.
His apartment felt unfamiliar, but safer than her own. He tossed her a blanket for the couch and disappeared into his room. She couldn't sleep. Every creak and noise made her skin...
Yeah, I'm not... Y'all saying this isn't fiction? Bro, this actually happened to me one time.
Crawl. She got up to use the bathroom. But as she walked down the hall, she noticed a room with a glowing red light bleeding from under
He's burning poop in there.
The door. She pushed it open and her stomach dropped. It was her, an entire wall of photos. She found a strand of her hair taped to a mirror. A mannequin was wearing a dress that she had lost months ago. There was a wig for every hair color she had worn over the past few years. She gasped as she noticed the neatly organized AirTags. The one labeled purse was missing. She stumbled backwards in disbelief, but as she turned to leave the room,
I never lose track of what is mine.
She woke up.
That is not Riz! Oh my gosh, Alex, what the actual are you doing, Alex? I thought there was about to be poop in that room. That was a big, oh my gosh, that was a big twist. Alex might be the sussest guy.
In a chair, the ties cutting.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this story turned bad real fast, okay.
Into her wrists. Her head throbbed as she looked around and remembered where she was.
She's in
the
Alex's
door
house.
creaked open. Alex stepped in.
It's poop stew. He's gonna make her drink poop stew. I'm not even lying when I say that. I'm not even lying when I say that. He's about to make her drink poop stew.
Holding a glass. He looked unconcerned, like everything was fine. He carefully tipped the water into her
That is not water, that is poop! Melissa, that is poop, Melissa!
mouth, watching her closely. His expression shifted to something darker, more troubled.
More brown.
As he left, she knew she had to escape or something bad would happen.
How is she gonna escape? She is tied up.
She tugged and twisted at the ties, desperate to loosen them before—
Wait, bro, if it's duct tape, you can literally just break off of them, bro. You can literally just rip them, can't you?
He returned. Meanwhile, Alex was fixating on a sharp knife resting on the countertop. His hands hovered over it, a conflicted look on his face. Finally, he picked it up with a heavy
Alex, don't do it! Guys, apparently if everybody likes the stream, he's not gonna do it! No, I'm just kidding. That was made up, but...
sigh, gripping it tightly. Slowly, knife shaking in his grip, tears welling in his eyes. As he placed a hand on her shoulder, something felt wrong. It was the mannequin. Suddenly,
That's Aura! That's Aura! That's Aura!
she smashed the mirror over his head. She raced toward her car, fingers trembling as she struggled to dial 911. As she drove away, he stood in the doorway with an unsettling smile on his face. She sped away, finally escaping Alex, which put her—
Whoa, why is she texting and driving? That's not cool, bro. That's not cool.
her mind at ease.
GG's. Yo, hey, not gonna lie, if I were her, I would drive to the police station and wait there. The police station is the only spot where you can 100% feel safe. So I would take the car, I would go to the police station, and I would be like, cops, do something about this psychopath. He is stalking me and he tried to kill me.
For now.
That's what I'd say.
He watched the masked man.
Okay, wait, where's part 4? Where's part 4? Where's the hidden AirTag part 4? No! That was the last one! Oh, man, that was the last one! Okay, wait. Okay, who's in the bed? What is
As
this?
he tucked his daughter in, she looked scared and asked him to check the closet. The father smiled and walked over, but as he pulled the closet door open, his face went numb. It was his daughter. She was crying, trembling.
Wait, then who the frick is in the bed? Wait, guys, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to be so scared of the closet when I was a kid. I would always make sure that the closet was completely closed before I went to bed. Smash like if you also did that too, if you were scared of the monsters under the bed, because I sure was. Also, who the frick is this? Like, what is going on? Who's the girl in the bed?
He completely froze in horror before snapping his head back to the bed. It was empty.
Who was in
He
there
was
then?
panicked for a moment, but he shook it off. It must have just been his imagination. He calmed his daughter, tucked her in for real this time, and left the room. The dark room settled for a moment, but then the closet door slowly creaked open.
Oh, hell no. This is actually my worst nightmare. Ah! Holy...
They set up.
Oh, I'm done with the fiction, bro. I'm done with the fiction one. I'm done with the fiction ones, bro. Oh, heck no. We are not. Oh, no. We're going back to popular. We're going back to popular. Okay. Guys, okay. Okay, what are we gonna watch? Stuck in a water slide?
If you're stuck in a water slide that's filling up with water, most people think they should try to climb back up. But the slippery surface makes this nearly impossible. Instead, focus on staying calm and try to create space for air by tilting your head back. If water keeps rising, use your hands to push yourself forward. If you can't move...
Hey, good to know, chat. Nah, bro, what I'd do is I would just hold my breath and just swim to the bottom. That is exactly what I would do, bro. I don't know about you guys, but that is exactly what I'd do. Okay, wait, what's another good one, chat? Yo, what is the best, how a taser works? Oh, I know how a taser works. Steak tases me all the time.
When a taser is fired, 2 darts shoot towards you with copper wires connecting them to
Ow, that looks so painful.
the gun. And when
Yo, anybody in the chat ever been tased?
the darts pierce your skin, it creates a circuit.
Ow!
This causes a battery inside the taser to send electricity through the wires. And when it reaches you, the shock makes your muscles contract uncontrollably.
That sounds so painful. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine like, oh my gosh.
Which paralyzes you until the taser is turned off. But if police spray you with tear gas first, it can stick to your clothes. And if they use a taser on you, the electric charge could ignite the gas, causing you to burst into flames.
Oh my gosh.
He thought taking a bath would make him sick, so for over 60 years, he refused
Yo, chat, this is me for real, bro. Chat, I've never ever showered in my life. And I'm not even lying when I say that. I've never ever showered, ever.
to wash, saying the dirt kept him healthy. Instead, he left his home and dug a shallow hole to sleep in. He ate only roadkill and smoked animal poop out of a pipe. And instead of cutting his hair, he burned it over a fire. Over the years, he became the dirtiest man in the world, until someone finally convinced him to take a bath, and he died shortly after.
Wait, how did he die after taking a bath? Wait, how did he... Wait, what? Wait, can you die by taking a shower? Yes, it is... Looks like I am never taking a shower ever again. Oh my gosh, okay. New fear has been unlocked, guys. Wow, okay. I am never going to ever shower again, okay?
The fire was lit beneath a sealed cauldron, boiling the water inside. And this caused steam
Oh, Chad, this is how like the trains work. Chad, this is like a train. The train engines is how they move.
to build, which pushed hard against the walls. It traveled up through pipes on the sides and into a metal sphere. and was released out through 2 curved pipes sticking out in opposite directions of the sphere, forcing it to spin in circles as the steam was
Whoa, guys, and then that's the wheel of a car.
released. Now, this was used in Rome just as a trick to impress crowds, centuries before anyone realized it could actually power machines.
Bro, chat, did you guys know that I literally invented this machine here? I was the person that invented the steam machine. That's why I know so much about it. Wait, what did Overseer say? Watch these both poop? Okay.
Diarrhea exploded
Ew!
from
Oh my...
the woman, splattering the seats and dribbling down the aisle. She was on
I'm gonna get banned for this shit! What?
a flight when her stomach suddenly began hurtling, and she got up to use the bathroom, but she didn't make it.
Oh my gosh. Bro, that is actually my worst nightmare. Going on a plane, and then somebody just takes a massive dookie on me. Oh my gosh, that is my worst fear.
The smell hit immediately, making nearby passengers
Oh, the smell! Oh!
gag and retch. The crew's desperate attempts to clean it only spread the mess further, and it got so bad that the pilot decided to make an emergency landing.
Yeah, no shiz! You think they're gonna fly with shiz? What is this? Shit Airways? Like, bro, what? Of course they're gonna land. Ew! Okay, what's this?
They crept towards the house, keeping their footsteps light so they wouldn't be heard, all to steal a bucket of poop. You see, in Japan, poop was really valuable.
Okay, hold on. Poop was very valuable? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Farmers needed it as fertilizer, helping crops grow faster.
Why in the world would poop be considered valuable? Wait, bro, Chad, this is my origin story.
And people even traded their poop in exchange for food.
Huh?
Eventually, human poop became so valuable that thieves risked getting caught just to steal it. They crept.
That is wait, I'm not gonna lie. Why don't more countries do this? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that is a great way to recycle. Like, bro, no, I'm actually being for real. Why doesn't the United States start recycling poop and using it to grow crops? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I would not want to eat a crop that was fertilized with poop. No, thank you.
Crept towards the.
Okay, let's see, guys. What video should we watch now?
He found the injured fish on the ocean floor, and instead of
wait,
letting
guys! Oh, it looks like me. Chat, it looks like me. It's got a big forehead. That's me.
it die, he fed it crabs every day. He gave it gentle kisses on its head.
Hey, yo! Okay.
As it slowly recovered. When it finally healed, the man watched it swim away, thinking this was his goodbye.
Oh my gosh, guys, the fish is gonna get like an army, and then they're all gonna come and say hi to him.
But the next day, he noticed a familiar shape coming closer. Seconds passed as they looked at each other. Then the fish rushed over, bumping itself against his hand so he could pet it. 30 years later, whenever he goes down to dive, the fish is still there to greet his old friend.
Oh, wait, that is not true. Wait, bro, how long do fish live? Bro, that is not even true, bro. Are we serious right now? Yeah, oh yeah, the fish was alive after 30 years? Bullshit! Bro, no way the fish was alive after 30 years. That is cap.
As he chatted with the stranger, 2 people carrying a door walked between them,
Why are they carrying a door?
blocking his view. The stranger quickly swapped places with someone else. The new person picked up the conversation as if nothing changed, and the man didn't even notice. And 7 out of 15 people never realized they were talking to a completely different person. In another test, people watched someone leave money on a table and walk out. Then another person came in, stole the money, and left. But as she turned a corner, a different woman took her place. Barely anyone noticed it was a different person, and about 25% of them identified the wrong woman in a lineup, proving just how unreliable.
Whoa, wait, you got to say and watch the bear video. Wait, what is the bear video? What is the bear video? Oh, the bear hiding under the toilet?
As she sat down on the outhouse toilet, something reached up and scratched her butt. She screamed, thinking it was a squirrel. But when her brother lifted the seat, he came face to face with a black...
Ew! Why would you tell me to watch this? What is wrong with you?
bear. It had crawled in from beneath the back door and was living under the toilet. He slammed the lid shut, and they ran to safety, waiting for the bear to move out.
Ew!
This rant is exactly...
No, I don't. No, I'm not watching. Okay, wait. Go back. That is actually disgusting. Okay, how to escape a grizzly bear attack.
If you encounter a grizzly bear
Why does the hair look so gross?
and try to run, they'll easily catch you. Instead, stay calm and avoid eye contact while slowly backing away.
No, chat. You want to know the rule to follow? If it's brown, lay down. Okay, this is going to sound really... Okay, if it's a brown bear, lay down. If it's a black bear, fight back. If it's a white bear, say goodnight. That's what I learned. So if it's a polar bear, you're cooked. If it's a brown bear, just play dead. If it is a black bear, fight back and act really big. That's what I learned. That is what I learned. No, guys, not like that. Okay, chat, because white bears are polar bears. Don't. Oh my gosh, bro. No, guys, I'm not meaning it like that. I'm not, bro. Oh my gosh, now you're all gonna call me racist, bro. I'm talking about bears, okay? I should have never said that.
If the bear charges, stand your ground, because most charges are actually bluffs. If it does attack, lie flat on your stomach, covering your neck with your hands. Stay still and play dead, as grizzlies often lose interest if they perceive no threat. If you encounter...
That just sounds terrifying, bro. That is why I am never ever going into the mountains, bro. Wait, you guys are saying look up the Nutty Putty cave video? Oh my gosh, wait guys, the Nutty Putty cave is literally like an hour away from me. It is like really close to me.
A man
Have you ever seen a bear? I have not.
was exploring the Nutty Putty cave in 2009, and he wanted to go through one of the tightest stretches called the birth canal.
Why in the world would anybody want to go through a cave called the birth canal? I don't understand cave divers. Like, why would anybody want to put themselves through this? Yeah, let's go crawl through the birth canal. That sounds really fun. Said nobody!
As he was going through it, he noticed it was extremely tight. But he had researched this part of the cave, and he knew that if he just kept squeezing in, he would safely make it through. However,
What is the end goal here? Oh, you're gonna make it to the end of the cave? Hooray. Like, what is the end goal of cave diving?
he didn't realize that
How is this fun?
earlier on, he made a wrong turn and was actually in a different, uncharted part of the cave. This stretch was so tight that the man became stuck upside down. They tried to rescue him for 27 hours, but he eventually passed away, and the cave was permanently sealed as his tomb.
That's actually sad. Wait, what? How did that even happen? This was in my state, too. This happened like an hour away from me. That's actually sad. I did not even know that happened. That's sad. Dang. Rest in peace, that guy. That's sad. Dang. Okay, what other Zack films should we watch? That's like terrifying. That is really scary. Okay, wait. Wait, we gotta look up Cruz. Do you think they have any about me? Surviving a fall off a cruise ship.
If you fall off of a cruise ship,
Guys, this is Zack Films video about me!
If you fall off of a cruise ship, you could hit at 40 miles per hour, quickly submerging you deep into the water. But
That
if
sounds terrifying. That is my biggest fear.
you manage to make it back up, the ship will most likely be too far away
You're just gonna be stuck in the middle of the ocean, and there's gonna be sharks around you, there's gonna be fish around you, there's gonna be whales around you. No thank you.
making it almost impossible to be seen. Now, if someone saw you fall, they will stop the ship, but these rescue efforts can take a long time, so you'll have to wait in the ocean for hours, if they find you at all. If you
Oh my gosh, that is so scary. Holy crap. That is actually terrifying. Wait, how magicians saw people in half. Bro, I've always wondered this. Wait.
When he saws through the assistant, you would expect blood and guts to
Ew!
spill onto the floor. But when the box is placed over her, the magician blocks her feet from the view of the audience. And within a few seconds, the assistant pulls her legs up and squishes her whole body into the first half. At the same time, her feet are replaced with remote-controlled ones in the
No way, they do not do remote-controlled feet. What?
second half. And when the saw blade comes down, it looks like she's being sliced in half.
That is so cap, bro. No way they use remote-controlled feet, bro. They just have a second actor who's stuffed into the box.
With the legs
Bro.
wiggling.
That's it, like, what?
But the blade
Wait, look up how to open a door. No way that's a video. No way that's a video. How to open a door. No way that's a video. Oh, it actually is. Wait, how to open a door with a hairpin?
If you shove a bobby pin inside a lock, the pin could snap inside, preventing the lock from being opened. Instead, start by straightening the pin into a flat metal piece and removing the rubber
guys, I actually know how to lockpick, bro. I've done this before.
tips. Then bend one end slightly and curve the other into a handle. Now create a lever by bending another pin at the right angle.
And then you have to like push it through and try to get clicks.
This will act as your key. Insert the lever at the bottom of the lock and apply gentle turning pressure. With your pick, lift each pin until it clicks. And as they align, the lock
Bro, chat, lock picking is so hard. I tried learning it. It is so hard.
will start to turn. If you shove a
It is so hard. It is actually... Wait, watch Zack D Films Pizza? Wait, what is the pizza video? What is that? Oh, wait. Why pizza
Have you
boxes
ever
are
wondered-
round. I've always wondered this. Wait, I want to see this. I want to see this.
Have you ever wondered why pizza boxes are square? I mean, pizzas are round, so shouldn't the boxes be round too?
Well, I mean, they are sometimes. Okay, the thing is, like, it's a lot harder to transport a round box than a square box. Because think about it, chat. If you have a round box inside of a car, it's going to be rolling around. But if it's square, it stays still.
Well, there actually have been designs for round boxes for over 15 years, but pizza places don't typically like to use them. You see, round boxes use several pieces of cardboard and are difficult to stack, but square boxes are cheaper to produce, requiring only a single sheet of cardboard. Have you ever wondered
Wait,
why...
that actually makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Look at its vids and click. Wait, okay. We gotta watch the steak one, bro. We gotta watch the one about steak. Signaling for help with a bald head. Okay.
If you were stranded on an island, you could shave your head bald and exfoliate your skin with a cloth before using oil to make it extra
Hey, yo, oil.
shiny. Then you could tilt your head in different directions.
Oh, guys, if we ever get stranded on an island, steak will save us.
And as the sunlight hit it, the smooth surface would act like a mirror, turning the light into a bright flash
Wait, that's actually smart.
that could alert any nearby planes. Now, you might think you could reflect the sunlight onto a single spot to start a fire, but the top of your head is curved, which spreads light around. So even if you try for a long time, you'll probably just end up burning your scalp instead.
Wait, that's actually smart. Wait, what? Bro, I would actually definitely... Yeah, because, guys, if I'm ever stranded on a remote island, I'll just take out my handy little barber set and I'll start cutting my hair off. Like, bro, who carries clippers on a remote island? Nobody.
We're stranded on
Steak was
an
watching.
island.
Oh, okay, what up, Steaky boy? Wait, look at his vids and click Toyota. Wait, are there any more things about bald? Are there any more? Oh, how hair transplants work. Oh.
A circular razor slices around individual hairs from the back of your head. Each one is carefully removed, making sure to not damage the roots. Next, tiny holes are made in the bald area using a fine needle, and each hair is gently pushed in.
Yo, everybody, send this video to Steak. You should watch 3 more Zack D Films videos, and then I gotta go. 'Cause actually, this is actually really fun to watch, bro. I like watching these. Okay, wait. Are there any more videos about a cruise? Cruise. Okay. Are there any... Oh. Okay, are there any other... Wait, buried alive on accident?
Doctors use stethoscopes.
Wait, guys. Buried alive reference? Like, Yo, Creek, what do you think? You're bald, ugly, small, and stink. Give me my dragon back. Chaz, is that a reference to this?
Scopes. Doctors use stethoscopes to listen to your heartbeat. And this works when sound waves cause the flat part to
What the frick does this have to do with being buried alive?
vibrate, transmitting the sound. But before stethoscopes were invented, doctors would just listen to your chest with their ears. If they heard a heartbeat, they assumed you were alive. But if they couldn't hear it, they would sometimes pronounce you dead. This caused a legitimate fear.
What if they're in a coma? Wait, what if they're in a coma? They're just gonna get buried alive? What?
That if the heartbeat wasn't heard, people might actually be buried alive.
Okay, that's actually terrifying, bro. Chat, being buried alive would suck. Okay, the indestructible sword paradox.
If you stuck a long sword out of a car aiming for a tree, the sword would obviously snap and rip from your hands. But what if the sword is unbreakable? You have an indestructible grip and your body is physically immovable. Well, the force would then transfer to the car. It would screech to a halt as the sword
No, the tree would break.
hits. But what if the car can't stop and is forced to keep
Then the tree would break.
moving? Now the tree should split in half.
Yes, okay, guys, I majored in physics. I know this stuff.
But if the tree is indestructible too, with no way to break, bend, or stop, the energy has nowhere to escape. Would
It'd
this
make a black
unleash
hole. It'd make a black hole.
a massive shockwave as powerful as a nuclear explosion?
No, it'd be like, chat, that would be like the Big Bang. That would be like as big as the Big Bang. Like a new universe would probably start.
Or worse, something reality itself isn't equipped to contain.
That's aura, that's aura.
If you plucked out a single strand of your hair, it could hold about 40 pennies without breaking. But
Wait, why is her hair so thick? Bro, hair is not that thick. You would not be able to do that.
if you braid just half of all your hair into a rope, the combined strength could hold up a large SUV. And
No way! Wait, guys, that is not possible because you can rip people's hair out. If hair is really that strong, then why are you able to rip people's hair out?
if you add in all of your hair into the rope, it could withstand about 15 metric tons,
So would be able to hold steak?
which is about the weight of a young gray whale. If you
Okay, that's pretty interesting. All right, well, guys, that is me watching Zack D films. If you want me to do a part 2 and watch even more Zack D films, get this up to 10K likes. And, yeah, comment down below what you learned today. I personally learned that your hair is extremely strong, which I did not know. So thank you all for watching, and, bye!